When governments announce tariffs on imported goods, they say it's to protect local industries, create jobs, or push back against foreign competition. Who really pays for those tariffs? Is it the foreign country, their companies, or is it you? A tariff is basically a tax on goods that are brought into a country. Let's say the US places a 25% tariff on steel from China. That means US companies importing that steel now have to pay 25% more just to bring it in. Governments say tariffs help protect domestic industries, punish unfair trade, and generate tax revenue. Sounds simple, right? Well, not quite. Here's the truth. Foreign exporters usually don't pay tariffs. Importers do. And they don't just absorb that cost, they pass it down the chain. First, to manufacturers, then to retailers, and finally, to you, the consumer. So if tariffs raise the price of imported steel, then products made from that steel, cars, appliances, buildings, become more expensive for everyone. After the US imposed tariffs on washing machines, retail prices went up by over 12% in just 1 year. During the US-China trade war, studies showed that over 90% of the tariff costs were passed directly onto American businesses and consumers. Tariffs don't just hit your wallet. They ripple through the economy. 1. Small businesses that rely on imported materials face higher costs. Some are forced to cut production, or even jobs. 2. Exporters suffer when other countries retaliate with tariffs of their own. 3. Global supply chains become slower, messier, and more expensive. In the long run, that can mean lost jobs, slower growth, and rising inflation. Some argue that tariffs protect local jobs, and sometimes that's true. Steel tariffs, for example, helped US steelmakers stay competitive. But what about automakers who buy that steel? Their costs went up, so they raised car prices. Some even cut production or laid off workers. So while tariffs might save jobs in one industry, they can also destroy jobs in another, all while prices go up for everyone. So who actually benefits? Governments collect the revenue. Some local businesses face less competition. And politicians? They often earn points for looking tough. But the broader economy, the average consumer, they pay the price. That's why tariffs are often called invisible taxes. They're baked into the cost of everyday products, and most people don't even realize why prices are rising. And then there's retaliation. When one country raises tariffs, the other usually fires back. In February 2025, Donald Trump raised tariffs on Chinese imports by 10%. China responded with increased tariffs on US goods: coal, soybeans, electronics, and more. Then Trump raised them again. China hit back again. By April 11, US tariffs on China had gone up by 145%, and Chinese tariffs on US goods had risen 125%. The result? American farmers and businesses were left scrambling, losing markets and money. So next time you hear about new tariffs, ask not just who they target, but who ends up footing the bill, because the answer is almost always you.